Welcome to the English podcast for everyone.
In today's episode, we will show you a practical and powerful method to learn English called the OLLER Method.
This technique helps you practice real English in a smart, structured way.
And the best part, you can do it every day on your own or with a teacher.
OLLER is a method made of 5 steps. The name comes from the initials of these steps. O for observe or listen, L for loud reading, L for learn, E for explain, and R for repeat.
In this episode, we will break each step down and show you how to apply it.
Let's begin with the first step. O, listen.
This step is about listening to English first, before reading or translating.
Why is this so important?
Because English is not like Portuguese. You cannot guess the pronunciation just by looking at the word.
For example, the word iron is written I-R-O-N, but we say iron.
If you only read the word, you might say it wrong. That is why you must hear the word first.
So your training must start with audio. Always listen before reading.
You can search for basic English texts with audio online and choose a short story or dialogue.
Play the audio 3 times without looking at the text. Just listen and try to get the general idea.
Even if you do not understand everything, it is okay. The goal is to get used to the sounds.
After listening, now go to step 2. L, loud reading.
Take the same text and read it out loud.
Reading aloud helps connect your brain, eyes, ears, and mouth.
This builds confidence and trains your pronunciation.
If you do not have a teacher, use tools like Google Translate or a speech-to-text app.
Say a sentence and see if the app writes what you said. If not, try again until it does.
This feedback helps you fix your pronunciation.
Remember, reading silently is not enough. Speak it out loud.
This is like walking on a treadmill. You need to move to see results.
Now, step 3, L. Learn or understand.
Many people say, I understand a lot, but I cannot speak.
That is often because they do not move from input to output.
In this step, you should read the text and translate it if needed.
Understanding builds confidence and allows you to speak with meaning.
You can look up new words and phrases. Write them down with examples.
Try to understand the story, the situation, and the vocabulary in context.
Step 4 is E, explain.
This is where learning becomes speaking.
After you listen, read, and understand the text, now explain it in your own words.
You do not need to be perfect. Use the words you learned in the text.
This is how you begin to speak English, even on your first day.
For example, if your text was about going to the airport, you can say, I go to the airport, I take a taxi, I check my luggage.
Little by little, your speaking will improve and become more natural.
Now the last step, R, repeat.
This is where real growth happens.
Repeat the process until you know the vocabulary and can explain the text easily.
You do not need 100 books to speak English.
You need to understand and master one small text at a time.
Start with a simple topic. Train it until it becomes part of you.
Then move to the next topic, adding more words and structures.
By the 20th text, you may already be explaining full stories in English.
Practice does not mean just reading or watching. It means speaking and delivering.
Let's review the 5 steps again.
Step 1, listen. Always start with audio.
Step 2, read the text out loud.
Step 3, understand the meaning.
Step 4, explain the content using your own words.
Step 5, repeat the process until you master it.
Now let's do a practice round together.
Imagine we have a short audio about traveling to the beach.
First, you listen to the audio 3 times. Just listen.
Then, you open the text and read it out loud.
Next, you translate or write the meaning of the story.
After that, you explain it. For example, I travel to the beach, I take my bag, I swim in the sea.
Finally, you repeat until you can do it with confidence.
That is how you train. That is how you learn to speak.
You do not need to be perfect. You need to be consistent.
Now let us give you some additional tips.
Tip number 1, choose topics you enjoy, like food, music, or travel.
Tip number 2, focus on daily practice, even 15 minutes a day.
Tip number 3, record yourself. Listen and see your progress.
Tip number 4, do not be afraid to speak, even with mistakes.
Tip number 5, celebrate small wins. Every step matters.
You may feel tired or insecure sometimes. That is normal.
But every time you complete the 5 steps, you are getting stronger.
The OLLER method is like building muscle. It takes repetition and effort.
Do not compare yourself to others. Focus on your own path.
Just like learning to play an instrument or working out, it takes time.
But it works.
You do not need to be a grammar expert.
You need to train and speak. That is what builds fluency.
In traditional schools, grammar comes first and speaking comes last.
But in real life, speaking should come from practice, not rules.
Remember, your accent does not define your English.
Your ability to communicate is what really matters.
You are unique. Your English will be unique too.
Now, let's do a quick quiz to check what you remember.
Question 1. What is the first step of the OLLER method?
Answer. Listen. Always start with audio.
Question 2. Why is reading out loud important?
Answer. It connects your mind, voice, and ears. It trains pronunciation.
Question 3. How do you explain a text in your own words?
Answer. Use the new words and speak simple sentences about the topic.
Excellent. You are on your way to mastering English.
If you like this episode, please subscribe to our channel, English Podcast for Everyone.
Leave a comment and tell us what part of the OLLER method you like.